All right, so you should have 3 different highlights there. Try to make sure as we move through the triangle, you keep your highlighting the same. Okay? All right, so how many triangles are there?
4.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see more than 4.
5.
I see 5. There's the big one, ABC. Okay. Then there's 3 little ones, and then there's this one in the center, right? Okay. So what we have to figure out today is we're going to use our mid-segment. Again, I would use 3 different colors. I wouldn't use, guys. Some of you are highlighting a whole bunch of stuff. I wouldn't, but you know, I'm just a math teacher who's called this 4 times. So no, I would have done what's on the board. I would have highlighted XZ, XY, and YZ. But again, what do I know? I am just a math teacher who's taught this 4 times. Okay? All right, so any idea what segments we think are our mid-segments?
The 3 that are highlighted.
The 3 that are highlighted. So XY, XZ, YZ are the mid-segments. Okay? And we are going to figure out the relation of these, not midpoints, and how we can use them to find the length of the triangle. Okay? Alright, so what I've done is, here's our first mid-segment. What do you know, or what do you notice about XZ? Or I'm sorry, XY. It's highlighted. What else do you think you know about it? It's going to be parallel. What segment is it parallel to? Yeah, so what I would do, again, I'm just a math teacher though, is I would have segment XY highlighted purple or whatever color you chose, and then I would highlight segment XAAC, that same color. Okay? So the relationship between the mid-segment and the base of that triangle. So XY is half the distance of AC. We also know that XY equals AZ and XY equals BC. Because it's mathematically true. Need to break it to you. Mathematically true. Okay? Alright, 20 seconds and I'll switch the slide. XY equals the length of AZ. XY equals 1/2 AC. I don't know, maybe you can get it from... Do you need me to go back a slide? Is that what you need? Okay. Alright. Let's all put our thinking caps on now. Alright, there's another mid-segment. Okay? What do you notice about mid-segment XZ? It's parallel to what? DC. So try to highlight them because they're pairs, the same color. And then hopefully maybe you can make some conclusions. Maybe you could tell me, hey, XZ is 1/2 what? BC. And then you know that magically they get split in half. And XZ is the length of BY. And XZ is the length of YC. Okay? So I'm trying to break the picture up into little parts so you don't have to look at the mishmash that everything is. Okay? 20 seconds and I'm switching. So I would have 3 different colors. 3 different colors. I would have, and again, some of you didn't do this, I would have the mid-segment the same color as its base. That's why I did blue and blue. That's why I did purple and purple. It's your paper, but whatever you want to do. Notice my blue is the blue right there. I tried to make it color coordinated for you. All right. So the last one, look, I did it red, and on my original, it was red. Okay? What base goes with this red one? The A. Perfect, Jason. YZ, or ZY, whatever you want to call it, equals 1/2 B A. And then we also know that YZ equals AX and YZ equals XC. Okay? So maybe take a couple seconds, make sure you're happy with your colors. If you're not happy with your colors, hopefully you can kind of break it up and see them. But I tried my best to make it user-friendly. Okay? And then when you're ready, flip your paper over. So in triangle JKM, P, Q, and R are the midpoints of the sides as shown. Okay? JK is 22. Let's go label that. Pick a color, however you want to do it. J to K, 22. Before I move on, okay, what side is parallel and goes with side JK? Justin. QR. So I would highlight those the same color. If we know JK is 22, we also know QR is 1/2 JK, because QR is the mid-segment. Okay, so what is the length of QR? 1/2 of 22, QR equals 11. What other length do we know? PK, what's the length of PK? 11. What's the length of JP? 11. So we did that just by knowing the length of JK is 22. Okay? Now pick another color. Find the length of PR. PR is 17. What side goes with PR? JM. So PR equals 1/2 JM. What's the length of PR? 17. How do you get rid of this 1/2? Half of a number has to get to 17. How can you figure that out? What do you do to both sides? Okay. No. You're not multiplying by a half. You're getting rid of that half. What's 2 times 17? 34. So what's the length of JM? Okay. What other lengths do we know? JQ is what? 17. Okay? So if you need to put these little 17s, if you need to put these little 11s, now, can we find anything else right now? Yeah, can't find anything else. Okay? So take about 30 seconds, make sure you're happy with your notes. Alright, G, H, and I are the midpoints of the sides triangle JKL as shown to the right. GI is 7. So find GI. Is GI a midpoint or a big side? Or a midsegment or a big side? Midsegment. Okay? What is the big side that goes with GI? So those probably should be highlighted the same color. Okay? So GI equals 1/2 what side? Now. GI equals 1/2 what side? JK. We have GI is 7. So what's the length of JK? 14. You didn't know that at the top of your head. Multiply both sides by 2. Okay? So you want to label JK. Hey, I show as much work as I think kids would benefit from. So if you know yourself, whatever works. Okay? What other lengths do we know? Trevor, give us the length that we know. Okay, well, you know that IG equals J8. You know IG is 7. So what's the length of JH? Okay, Shauna, can you help them out, please? 7. So J8 equals 7. And so then HK also equals 7. Okay? Alright. Which colors? Whatever you need to do. JL is 26. Is that the long side or the midsegment? The long side. Jason says it goes with HG. Do we agree with that? He says it goes with this one, yes. Alright. So, HG is 1/2 JL. HG is 1/2 of 26. HG is 13. Everybody okay with that? What other lengths do we know? JI has to be 13. What else? LI or IL? Okay. So my suggestion is you compartmentalize this picture. Take them color by color, segment by segment. Okay? So when you're ready to move on, flip over. We can't find anything else. We don't know anything about HI. We don't know anything about KG. We don't know anything about GL or KL. Okay? So, the midsegment. Brianna, in this picture, which segment is the midsegment? FE. So, if FE is the midsegment of triangle ABC, that means it is 1/2 the length of what? 1/2 AB. You might see it written like this, or you might see it written like this. Okay? Same thing. 1/2 AB or AB divided by 2. Okay? Alright, we're going to skip 1 and 2. So if we are finding then 1/2 16 or 16 divided by 2, 8 equals CD. Okay? What about AC? Is AC a midsegment or a side of a triangle? Okay. What's the midsegment that it goes with? Yes. So we know 4 has to equal AC divided by 2. Or 4 has to equal 1/2 AC, however you want to write it. What do I do to both sides? Multiply 2. Okay? Alright, why don't you take like 2 minutes to do the bottom two, and then I'll pick people to what two sides should I highlight? Raise your hand. What two sides should I highlight? Jason. Okay. Which one, Jason, is the midsegment? Okay, so QR is the midsegment. And then YW is the side. So we know, I would stop talking please. We know QR equals 1/2 of YW, or YW divided by 2. That might be a better idea right now. Okay? Alright, LaShonda, what expression represents QR here? Okay, so just say 2x minus 3 equals, Stephen, what expression represents x plus 9, or what expression represents YW? Okay, so x plus 9 divided by 2. Alright, what do we want to do? We got to solve for x. How do we get rid of that divided by 2? Multiply both sides by 2. What's going to happen here? What am I going to have to do? Distribute. Okay? 2 times 2x. Minus 2 times 3. Just minus 6. Equals x plus 9. Can you solve that? Okay, so you should be starting to solve for x here. If you didn't color code, I would color code so you know why we did what we did. What's that? Does the question want that?
Yes.
Okay. So all we did the same type of math, we just have variables now. Okay? Huh? So we multiplied by 2 on both sides to get rid of the dividing by 2. And then before we've done like 2 times 15, but now you have to do this distribution. Okay? Alright, moving on to number 10. What should I color code?
We should color code.
Okay, which one is the midsegment? so we know CD has to equal what divided by 2? Multiplying by a half, guys, and dividing by 2 is the same exact thing. Okay, so who has our equation to set up? Jason, what do we set up? Okay. All right, multiply both sides by 2. What do I have to make sure to do with my x, though? You have to make sure to distribute. What's 19 times 2? 38. Everybody okay with that so far? All right, what are we getting as x? Dalton, are you getting an x? You got 1? So subtract x, subtract 38, subtract 38. What's 2x minus 1x? What's 29 minus 38? 29 minus 38, negative 9. Is it okay for our x to be negative? Mm-hmm. It's negative 9. All right. Okay. So in a trapezoid, what do we think the midsegment is in this trapezoid? FE. Okay. So the midsegment is FE. Okay. So FE is going to be something parallel to the bases is equal to the average of the length of the two bases. How many bases do we have? 2. We're going to be dividing by 2. And what are the names of the bases? Okay, so make sure you label your picture so you know what the bases are. They're going to be parallel. So that means it's going to be CD plus AB divided by 2. If it's the average, you have 2 bases, so you divide by 2. Okay? So we'll start with the basics, and then we'll move into the algebra. Yes, CD plus AB. Okay? All right. Helen, in number 5, what is the name of the midsegment? KL. I would put a little M for that. Lashonda, what's the name of one of our bases? UC, so I would put a B there. Daniel, what's the name of our other base? DF? Yes. So, the midsegment equals base plus base divided by 2. So, KL equals 8 plus 12 divided by 2. What's the length of KL? Is it 14 or is it 10? 14 or 10? 10. Okay. You gotta make sure you put that in parentheses. You put this, maybe put base 1, base 2. Okay? All of these, how are 5, 6, 7, and 8 similar? They all want the midsegment, okay? None of them want the base. So, AB equals 11 plus 17. Divide that by 2. Who has the length of AB? Dalton, what's you get? What? 14. Okay? So take about 2 minutes. Moving into to number 9. What is the name of our midsegment? The name of our midsegment.
BW.
Alright, so VW equals, what's the name of one of our bases?
27.
The name.
Oh, hold on, 18.
What's the other base?
Yeah.
So it's the two bases added together divided by 2. Okay? What is the expression that goes with VW? So x plus 10 has to equal, what's the length of HE? What's the length of BF? Okay. What is this chunk right here? Because these are all numbers. There's no variables on this side, so we don't have to do anything too fancy. What is 27 plus 17 divided by 2? Is it 22? Can I get a second opinion? Yeah, this is just numbers. Okay. So then what's that? Justin? Oh. Okay? All right. You got the answer for number 10, Jason? What you get? Let's see if it's correct. Who can help us set up number 4? Daniel, what's our setup? Okay. All right, what's that chunk on the right? 44 plus 22 divided by 2.
22.
Okay, and then you solve your two-step equation. Looks like we add the 7. I'm guessing 33 plus 7 is 40.
4.
Not 44, so x equals 4. All right, when you're done, we'll flip over. We'll do a couple more together, and then you'll be free on your own. Oh, you know what? We must have forgot a paper here.
Yeah, you forgot.
Yeah.
Definition page.
If I print that, can you copy it for me?
Yeah.